only the Mail on Sunday has been brave enough to sort of really lead the agenda on this. And it was a bit of an act of courage a couple of weeks ago when Katie Hines sort of went quite close to revealing this story. I was immediately issued with an ipso complaint by Phil saying, it's not true, it's not true. He had to apologise for all of it because, of course, it was true. So I think we are definitely leading the agenda. I wouldn't say we're pushing the story, but leading the agenda for sure every day.
Yeah. Has the agenda, however, moved on now from the programme and him to wider questions about ITV and what it's going to do in terms of its commercial value and what sponsors and advertisers think?
Yeah, I think you're so right to say, is it developing into a business story? It's certainly a soap opera, but the fact that Arnold Clark's pulled out has failed to renew its contract is not exactly a good look. And there'll be lots of squeaky clean advertisers, because of course the advertising for this morning is soaps, children's holidays, all that kind of squeaky clean stuff. And they might well be thinking whether or not they want to be advertising during the advertising breaks. And then, of course, there's the question of guests. Will they be able to get the usual guests on? So it's a business decision. And I think there's going to be some serious high-level talks this week.
Yeah, we understand, in fact, there will be a formal get-together of all those executives and programme chiefs. And it's interesting that Diane Nelms, who founded the programme, of course, some 36 years ago, indicating that it may well be time to really think again about the format, maybe try and finish up this season and start with another programme, a clean slate.
Yes, Diane said she wants it to die a death with dignity or something to that effect, which is quite a thing for the person who founded the show. And she also sort of suggested that the deals that Holly has got, which are numerous and lucrative, have affected the show's content. I tend to agree with her. Could it be revamped for a younger generation? It has been the same. It's had the same title for decades now, and of course that would give them a really good way of getting in some new presenters, some new faces, without looking like they've sort of let go of Holly. They might want to just rebrand the whole thing altogether. I think people do want to watch a magazine show in the mornings, and so I think they've just got to find a new way to keep it dynamic, to keep it moving forward with guests and advertisers.
And is that what the Mail is going to be following, this continuing soap opera? Or are there deeper questions about how people are treated in the work environment, the whole issue of duty of care, responsibility, bullying, all those questions that Dr. Ranj, of course, has forwarded?
Yeah, there will be deeper questions to be asked, and the Mail will be asking them. And as you say, Dr. Ranj Singh has asked them. And it was interesting today that Phil released that statement saying, oh, well, it's people with a grudge against me who are the loudest voices. But the question is, why do they have a grudge against you, Phil? And those are the questions we need to answer. Is there a top-down toxic culture? And he did say that those with the loudest voices are getting an airing, but perhaps, we don't know, but perhaps there are other people who aren't famous, like Eamon and Dr. Raj, who they may or may not have similar thoughts, and those people might want some questions answered as well.